What's up, everybody? My name is Justin, and welcome back to another episode of Whiskey Tears. On today's video, I've got a bottle that I've had for a while, but haven't quite got around to trying. Today, we're going to do the Bulleit Bourbon 10-year. Alright, so the Bulleit Bourbon 10-year, obviously 10 years old, coming in at 91.2 proof. It says it's from select barrels, aged longer for a character that's rich, deep, and smooth. Obviously, this is from the Bulleit Distillery in Kentucky. I mean, Bulleit, they're hit or miss for a lot of people. Honestly, I haven't had Bulleit in quite some time. Generally, if I do have Bulleit, it's in some kind of old fashion or some kind of cocktail, some kind of smoky cocktail, something like that. But I've never had something aged this long, especially for Bulleit. The bottles are obviously made to look like more old school back in the day, something you would find back when Prohibition days and all that, made to kind of look like that, not made to look super premium or anything along those lines. I think I got this bottle for $55 if I remember correctly. So we're gonna break it down and rank it on the tier system today. Let's go ahead and pop the top, get the nosing straight out of the bottle. Super medicinal cherry. Super medicinal cherry is the first and most prominent note that I get coming out of the bottle. Like exactly like a Luden's cherry drop. Like exactly like one, almost to the T. I don't know. I'm not getting a whole lot else out of the bottle on the nose, so let's go ahead and pour this into the glass, see if anything changes up here as we get it and open it up on the air a little bit. If you guys haven't done so already, do me one big favor before we get into today's video. Hit like, hit subscribe, most importantly on the video. It's absolutely free for you. It means a lot for me. Go ahead and check out WhiskeyTshirts.com. Lots of whiskey bottles, bourbon bottles available there for purchase that you can get shipped right to you, to your home. And if you really want to help support the channel, hit that join button down below. You get lots of perks and it's only $2 a month. All right, so here we go, nosing out of the glass. It is much lighter in the glass than I would really anticipate for a 10-year. Now, it is only 91 proof, so that may play a part into that, being that proof level lower means it's got more water added to it, means the color is going to be a little bit lighter intrinsically, but you know, that's neither here nor there. It is a little bit lighter there in the glass. I don't know how well it will come across or not on video, but we're gonna go ahead and get the nosing out of the glass, let you know if it's changed at all from that Luden's cough drop. Okay, it's still got the Luden's cough drop, but not nearly as strong on it as it was out of the bottle. I'm now also getting a little bit of brown sugar molasses note. Almost like a maple syrupy brown sugar molasses note on the nose. It's not overly oaky or anything on the nose. Not super spicy on the nose, but maybe a little hint of something, but it's not like your standard spice that you would get. It's not like a rye spice or a cinnamon, it's something else. Maybe like an allspice or a clove or something along those lines. It's hard to tell. It's very light in the background. Overall, I'd say not very strong on the nose, not very impressionable. Overall, it's not something that I smell and I'm like, man, I can't wait to drink this. This is going to be, you know, super good or anything like that. But sometimes noses can be deceiving. So let's go ahead, get the first drink of this down and rate it on the tier system. Cheers, everybody. First impression is extremely thin. Extremely thin first impression. The flavors are there and they're gone quickly. There's no viscosity to it. It's not thick at all. It's very watery. It is 91 proof, but you can get some, you know, bourbons, whiskeys in that proof range that are still really, really good. I would say my first impression of this was very thin and light on the flavors. There is a little bit of oak on the palate, which was not there on the nose, but I'm struggling to come up with like an overarching palate theme on this one. It seems to be missing like just an overarching theme. It's just, there's like little hints of things here and there, but there's nothing that like sticks out as the prevalent like note or the prevalent feature in this one on the palate. A little bit of vanilla, A little bit of a dry spice in there. But man, it's there and it's gone. The finish is almost nothing. The finish is like almost even watery, I would say. It's like a weird watery finish, which I haven't necessarily experienced before. Not to say that anything in it is bad. There's just not a lot to it, really. Like, nothing about it is off-putting. There's nothing about it that I'm like, oh god, that's bad. So there's nothing like that in it, but there's just not much to it, if that makes sense. There's just not a lot going on in this one, and that's a little bit disappointing for something that is 10 years old. Maybe they proofed this one down a little bit too far, tried to get too much out of it, and now it's kind of coming across as just real light and thin, and maybe isn't quite hitting the palate correctly. But let's try it again. There's almost like a mineral water note to it. Like, you know, like it almost like, you know those river rocks? Like if you had some water that was running over river rocks, whatever that water would taste like, there's like that note to it. It's not like a minerality like you get in a bunch of like the George Dickel stuff. It's not like that type of like Flintstones vitamin, as a lot of people say. It's not that kind of note. It's more kind of like a rocky, watery minerality note, if that makes any sense. Alright, let's try this one last time and officially rank it on the tier system today, which is going to pop up, not there, I pointed the wrong way. It's going to pop up right here if you guys have not seen my tier system before. It's a general tier system, but there's kind of tiers within tiers, and it's one guy's ratings, for take it or leave it for what it's worth, but I have done hundreds of bottles at this point, so I think I'm generally pretty good. Generally think I'm pretty good. Last sip, and we'll officially rate it. Yeah, it's alright. I don't know that I would ever drink this alone, which is where I'm struggling between C and D tier on this one, because none of the flavors are bad. Like, nothing that I drink in there I'm like, oh god, I don't like that, or I don't like this. None of it's bad, but it's extremely light, it's extremely thin, it seems like it needs help getting to like a full drink, and that's where I'm like, okay, maybe this is definitely made to be a cocktail type bourbon, because I could see it, you know, with those subtle flavors, those subtle notes really enhancing some kind of cocktail. So it may be specifically made for that, but as a standalone drinker, it's just fallen a little bit short for me today. So today, I think I've officially decided the Bulleit Bourbon 10-year for me, it's going to go down on the D tier. It's going to be a cocktail drink. It's going to be a mixer. This is not something that I will really ever go to drink alone. Maybe if you need to like do a little bit of a palate cleanser before a blind, or before you get into something new or a review or something like that, you could like take a quick little swig of this just to be like, okay, these are some basic notes in there, but it's super watery. There's nothing left over on my palate at all. So it could be something maybe along those lines. But overall, it's just going to go down on the D tier for me. Think of all the things that I've put in the D tier. This is probably the best D tier. So probably top of D tier, if that makes sense. But for something that has a 10-year age statement, I was expecting more, and it came up a little bit short. So that's what I think. Have you guys tried this? Let me know down in the comments below. I'd really appreciate that. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you for your next drink.